Hello everyone, it's Fred again from Notes of a Nomad. It's time for another video, probably overdue a little bit. It's number 31, I believe. And the theme today is the difference between survive and thrive. Just want to show a couple pictures to set the tone. These are again from pictures from the trip my daughter and I took in 2012 from Southern Africa to Northern Africa. This was a sign in Kenya, and obviously, from what I could determine, it had to do where different places, the people who had attended this leadership conference had come from. And at one spot here, it has a picture of the Canadian flag, and it says Evanston, 13,687 kilometers. I looked up where's Evanston, and I found there's a suburb called Evanston in Calgary, but also on the East Coast in Nova Scotia, there's a small community called Evanston. So it appears a Canadian came from one of those two Evanston to this leadership area. But it does show there's a lot of options in the world where you can come from and where you can go. And I guess that's sort of the theme of today. Look at your options if you're looking how to survive and even thrive. And this particular one of Hakuna Matata camp was in Malawi, and it has trips to Livingstonia. Interesting. Mechanical assistance, 6 hot water showers. Often the showers in Africa can be cold, and you might like it because it can be hot there, often anyway. Dugout canoes, dorm rooms, playground, and then at the bottom it says Hak Vrystaat, which is South African for the Orange Free State. And it even has a little note here, biltong, which is the dried meat, jerky type food that you find everywhere in South Africa. So it looks very interesting. In fact, the name here is a South African name. So it looks like a camp run in Malawi by South Africans, probably for South Africans too. When we traveled from Southern Africa to Northern Africa up to Egypt as well for the 4 months, we traveled on a trip similar to this. This was not the truck we traveled on, but just to show you, it was a better picture than the one I'm going to show you of the truck we were on. At the top here is where you as the passengers ride. And then underneath here is all the camping equipment and cooking equipment kept on the truck as you travel over through Africa. This was the truck we traveled on. And you can see some of the cooking gear at the bottom here as well. And this is where we sat. And then as we were traveling, this was some of our passengers at this time where they were playing cards. And there's another picture with me. I think there I am sitting on the side while they're still playing their cards. And some of the activities we did just a little bit different than the animals which we saw and all of the scenery we saw was, I think it was a goat race, if I'm not mistaken, in Nairobi. It was a big festive day, and there was even a few characters like Barney, and I'm not too sure which one that is, but some of the young people would know, but that was some of the group that were on the overland truck with myself and my daughter. And another activity that we did while we were there was we had a mock wedding. There I am performing this mock wedding on the beach in Zanzibar. This Australian and this Irish young lady from the truck were theoretically getting married. We just pretended. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I guess they didn't tell this Australian's mother that there was play, and at first she had to be convinced that her son did not get married in Africa. So that was what we did, and this is a tray of food when we had afternoon tea in Victoria Falls in Zanzibar. No, sorry, Zimbabwe. sorry, I got the Z's mixed up. And that was the hotel, the Victoria Falls Hotel, very fancy afternoon tea. Those were some of the things we did while we were in Africa. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the difference between survive and thrive. Now, surviving, especially in the way the world is going today, is important. But surviving is like just to continue to live or exist, especially in spite of hardship and danger. So it's important to survive. But think about what the difference is if you actually thrive, because that's when you grow or develop. You do it well or vigorously. Probably you have some fun, some passion, some humor. So my jester hat, trying to be humorous, and a good excuse to wear it. When do you normally walk around wearing a jester hat? And style. This is certainly a different style. But my favorite quote about what to do is from a fellow by the name of Derek Sivers. You can look him up. He was a musician who was very successful running an organization called CD Baby. So look up Derek Sivers, S-I-V-E-R-S. But the quote that he has really resonated with me. And it was, to thrive in an unknowledgeable future, choose a plan with the most options. And the best plan is the one that lets you change your plan. And I try and practice that. I mean, I could be staying here for months until the COVID-19 is over, but I'm going to leave the end of next month, probably back onto the boat. Gotta have change. And that, I believe, is the difference between surviving, showed you the back, and thriving, which I think is what we should try and do. So with that, I'll say adios, au revoir, from Fred and Notes of a Nomad, and wish you and your family and friends lots of love and laughter. Bye for now.